Hey guys, in today's episode, we go over all the hints we know about what's coming in the next major update in Clash Royale. And wait, it's not gonna be in March?
What? What the
Hey guys, Legendaray here, and welcome back to another episode of Clash Royale. In this weekly show, we take a look at the most recent announcements from the Clash Royale team, the hottest topics in CR eSports, as well as what's going on in the community. Then, we'll finish off the episode by breaking down the meta and featuring my off-meta deck of the week. If you're enjoying Clash Royale, then please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified of every new video that comes out. Also, go and check me out on Instagram and Twitter, links down below, and if you'd like to support me, use creator code Legendary. And with that out of the way, let's get right into the first section, New in the Arena. New in the Arena is where we find out about what the Supercell team has been up to this past week. So, as you know, Season 8 is beginning to near the end, so that means that Season 9 of Clash Royale is just around the corner. Of course, that means that there's going to be a new theme, but of course, we don't know much about that, to be honest. But we do know that we may end up getting a new loading screen. Again, what I'm going to cover in this episode has not been confirmed by Supercell, but is very likely based on what I've found on social media. Anyways, let's talk balance changes. So far, it's looking like Miner is actually getting a nerf in the Season 9 balance changes. After so long, I personally think this nerf is very well deserved. I know it's going to be a very controversial one if Miner actually does end up getting nerfed, but in my opinion, Miner is just way too versatile of a card. It's seen in Mortar, Miner Control, Giant, P.E.K.K.A, Wall Breakers, Lava Hound, Balloon, Royal Giant, Sparky, Mega Knight, Three Musketeers, and Bait. And as of now, he has the highest use rate in the entire game. I'm sure if any other card was that versatile and that effective, everyone would be calling for a nerf. So again, I think a minor nerf is pretty well deserved. But of course, obviously I want this to be a small nerf. I don't want them to kill the miner. A tiny haircut off the top of his head is perfectly fine, although he is bald, so yeah. All in all, I think Miner is such a versatile card right now that even if it does receive a small to medium nerf, it's probably still going to be viable in quite a few different decks. So let me know your thoughts on a possible Miner nerf in the comment section below, and what you guys think the Miner nerf actually is going to be, because frankly, I'm really curious as to how they're approaching this balance. Secondly, we also have the heal rework. Now, of course, this one has been hyped up for so long, but we're still not getting it in the Season 9 set of balance changes. However, Seth has just recently confirmed on Reddit that the heal change will definitely be coming in April. And as a hint, he said that this card has already been discovered somewhere on social media. Interesting. So here's my theory. Of course, this is completely speculation, but I think they're changing the heal spell to be something similar to a healing station proposed by GK64 on Reddit. Kind of like the Pam star power in Brawl Stars, you can place down a cheap tower that heals around a small radius for a short period of time. Now, we already know that they're going to be replacing the heal with a brand new card, and we also know that the card is going to be different enough that it requires completely new visuals and sprites to make it work. So frankly, if it's going to continue being a spell, there's really not much more visually that they can add. So it's very likely that it's going to either be a troop or a building, and since we just got a healing troop, why not a healing building? It fits in just way too perfectly. Anyways, let me know how you would change the heal spell down below. I'm definitely interested in how you guys think you can make the heal a much more balanced card. And no, deleting it is not the answer, although that is what Clash Royale is technically doing. Next up, as you know, KFC Clash recently, well not that recently, but he did a pretty long and detailed 30-minute interview with Drew talking about the next update and beyond for Clash Royale, including a tease about the biggest thing that they are adding to Clash Royale this year in 2020. So let's go ahead and sum this interview up in ultra super fast mode. Any plans to rework normal tournaments? No. Any plans for challenge tokens? No. Any direct changes to ladder? No. 2v2 ladder or 2v2 grand challenges? No. Lowering the cost of legendary cards? No. Heroes? No. Okay. Well then, here's what we do know. They're looking to merge the search pool between classics and grand challenges to save search time. Changes are coming really soon so that we'll be able to get more rewards and level up our cards much faster. Clan Wars rework is definitely 100% in the works. And finally, here's the banger. Something big is coming later this year, and they're finally going to give us some information about it during Season 9. So, of course, stay tuned to get that information as soon as it comes out, because not only is the TV Royale for Season 9 already filmed, but we're also probably getting this update information next Saturday. So, again, if you want to stay tuned, subscribe down below and get that stuff ASAP. See that plug? Yeah, there we go. Anyways, that's gonna do it for New in the Arena. Let's get right into the eSports update. The eSports update is a section where we go over recent eSports news as well as rising pro players. This week, we finally have some information about the spring season of CRL. More specifically, CRL East. They're combining CRL Asia and CRL China into one section, CRL East, so now there's only going to be a West CRL and an East CRL. Here are the CRL East teams, and yeah, they're for sure going to be very stacked. Now that we're caught up on the most recent esports news, let's check out the rising rumors. So starting off this week, we have a photo mosaic by Lexicon1337 on the Reddit. It's basically a replication of Clash Royale's logo, except every single pixel is actually a Clash Royale unit. And if you zoom in, oh my god, there is so much detail put into this, and I cannot believe how crazy this actually is. Big props to him. I'll leave the link to this post down in the description for you guys to check it out in even more detail. Next up, we've got a very interesting Mega Knight hitbox glitch discovered by Padilla Izzy from the Reddit. And as you can see here, I mean, this man's running Mega Knight clone, but I think we can give him a pass for real quick. I mean, you can see here the cloned Mega Knight is actually completely immune to the Hunter's shot shells because his hitbox is just so weird and peculiar. Definitely very interesting. There's so many of these just weird interactions in the game, like that weird giant clone one that I shared a few episodes ago. Always fun to see something new like this. Finally, Seth recently just reopened a discussion about implementing a level cap on the ladder. As said in this tweet, how would you feel if Clash Royale implemented a level cap? Cards would not be able to be leveled up past your King Tower level, so you would need to be King level 12 to upgrade a card to level 12. Level cap is such like a controversial topic at this point because the game's 4 years old, right? And to introduce something like this would just literally completely change the game for like ever. So, with this community aspect, I'm going to bring the discussion out to you guys. What do you guys think should be done about Clash Royale leveling? Should there be a level cap? Should there not be a level cap? Let me know why or why not in the comment section below. Personally, I feel like there should be some kind of a level capping system, but I'm not quite sure what exactly that is because simply capping a card at King Tower level, I don't think is something that will work as smoothly as it seems. Anyways, now that we've covered the trending topics in the community, let's go ahead and break down the meta. Now, this month's meta has been all around pretty solid, I'm gonna be honest with you. We've seen quite a few decks become very viable this meta, but nevertheless, there are definitely some deck archetypes that rise above the rest. Let's break it down. Miner Chip. So, as stated earlier, miner chip decks are literally some of the best decks in this entire meta. There are so many variations of miner chip decks, including a Mega Knight wall breakers, just straight up miner spell cycle, classic miner wall breakers, so on and so forth. Miner is definitely one of the best win conditions to run this month. Beatdown. Beatdown is also another archetype that absolutely shines this meta, with P.E.K.K.A control not being all that popular. So, what are the best beatdown decks to run this meta? Well, we've got this Golem Bomber deck, which is honestly a lot more versatile. The Goblin Giant Sparky, Giant Cycle, as well as, hey, I'll throw in this Elixir Golem as well, because technically it is kind of a pseudo beatdown deck. Finally, we have control decks. Now, control decks, again, are the safe deck to run this meta because of their defensive aspect. The goal is to turn defense into offense with these decks, so things such as Graveyard Control, P.E.K.K.A Bridge Spam, or Lava Hound Control are all very safe options to run. So that's the meta for you guys. Now let's check out the off-meta deck of the week. That's right, in each Clash Royale episode, we're going to be featuring one off-meta deck that works in the current meta. This week's deck was submitted by Waltzy, and it is a Mega Knight Hog Rider deck with the Goblin Cage and the Inferno Dragon. All in all, this deck is also a very control-based deck, meaning that starting off, I mean, I guess you can play like a Goblin Gang or Hog at the bridge, but overall, you're going to be on the passive side. Save those Mega Knights when you absolutely have to. Save that Inferno Dragon for when you absolutely have to, because those two cards, if you have them out of cycle, then you could be absolutely screwed. So, without further ado, let's hop right into a match. Alrighty, next up we're gonna be against Andy 13 Oil. Okay. Starting off here, let's see, pretty defensive hand. We're just gonna go with an Ewiz right here, and to react to the Mega Minion should be relatively easy. We still have quite a few air counters, but it looks like he's just gonna fireball that out. I'll cycle a log. There's not too much I can punish for just a straight up fireball. So yeah, let's just start. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, he's got an Electro Dragon, and he has a Prince. So this is going to be a bit of a toughie here. So we're just gonna go ahead, Goblin Gang right there. Should be pretty effective at taking out his stuff, but unfortunately his Electro Dragon is gonna pretty much take out my entire Inferno Dragon, and then he's gonna go in with a Giant. So let's see here. This is gonna be a difficult-ish push to defend. Let's actually try and get a activated King's Tower right there. There we go, nice and easy. And then we're just gonna fireball the rest of that out, taking out the E-Drag and getting ourselves an activated King's Tower. So that's the thing with E-Drags, you can very easily get an activated King's Tower, and here he's actually going to use his log, so I'm thinking about doing a Hog and then a Goblin Gang, followed up by it, which should pretty effectively force out a lot of his answers. And so yeah, as soon as we reach 10 Elixir, we're just gonna Hog and then Goblin Gang right behind it. He's gonna Prince. And then the Goblin Gang will require a bit of a response, unless he's just gonna let it take out the entire Prince. Okay, no, he's gonna zap it out. So let's see here. Here we're just gonna use a Goblin Cage right there, nice and easy. It's unfortunately going to go down, but we do have a Goblin Brawler now on offense to go into and basically require a response. So here he's going to Mega Minion. I'll just Ewiz in response. Obviously, I'm saving my Inferno Dragon for the Giant. I am not going in or using my thing whatsoever. But here we're just going to Mega Knight at the bridge because we don't have too great of a way of breaking through at this point. And here he's going to actually use his log. So we're just going to Goblin Gang right there. And then follow up with a Hog opposite lane. That'll require a lot of responses right there. And yeah, Hog's doing a lot of damage. Mega Knight, okay, it's not going to get a jump. But that's perfectly fine. Let's see here. We're just going to go ahead. Ewiz should finish off the Prince. And then we're just going to Mega Knight at the bridge again. There's not too much use for the Mega Knight because, like, none of the troops he uses actually gets knocked back. Because, like, he has Prince and everything. And all that stuff is super resistant to getting knocked back by all this stuff. So anyways, here, I'm going to go with a Hog a little towards the center. See if I can hit that Mega Minion. No, unfortunately not. But yeah, that Hog right there. As you can see, I place the Hog directly into his push. That kind of like is turning an offense into defense because that's forcing him to actually use Elixir to defend the Hog Rider. Therefore, he isn't able to build up that big of a push on offense. So here, I'm just going to go ahead, Mega Knight right on top of that Prince, finish off basically that entire push, and then we're just going to go in once again with a Hog Rider as soon as that Mega Knight crosses the river. So there we go, Mega Knight, Hog Rider's going in. As you can see, he has no immediate way to stop the Hog Rider, so the Hog is basically guaranteed a few hits, and there we go. Looks like that tower is going down nice and easily. So there we go, guys. That was the off-meta deck of the week. It's definitely a fun deck to play. The Mega Knight Hog combination is always super duper fun, and it's not something that you normally play that much this meta. If you'd like to submit your own deck to be featured, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. But unfortunately, guys, that's all I've got time for in today's episode. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below, as well as a subscription to my channel. And as always, this is Legendaray, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.